show is up and running. Text lines are open. Phone lines are open if you want to weigh in. James Cybulski with you till the top of the clock. Wow. Wow, wow, wow is all I can say about what I saw. In a very small sample size, I get that. But if that's what we're going to see from this youngster in his first preseason game, to look that comfortable, to look that noticeable out there, sign me up. This could be the sign of things to come. Very excited after seeing that performance. What say you? Phone lines are hopping already, and we'll get to those phone calls in just a second. Now, in the meantime, we bring it back closer to this team here at home, and I've had a lot of people messaging me, what do I think of the kid's chances making the team? I like him. Right now, I've got him penciled in on my opening night roster. I look at the way he's played. He's looked comfortable. He's probably been one of the stronger players so far in camp. And, you know, there's a lot of expectations on this kid to make that jump. A lot of fans, management hopes he can make that jump. And right now, he's living up to all that hype. What say you? Let's check in on what some people are saying here on the text line. I got... Elsewhere on the ice, how about some of these other storylines about these prospective rookies that are going to crack the roster? And I look at the one here where, boy, for all the hype, I thought he was going to go back to junior. He's going to likely stick. He's going to stick, and he's played well in camp. I'll tell you what impressed me the most, I knew he could contribute offensively, but it's his two-way game. He is way more complete a package than I think a lot of scouts realized. And I'll tell you what, I'm included in that one as well. Been very pleased with what he's done. Elsewhere around the league, you look at some of the other potential Calder. All right, everybody, I want to bring it back to the rookie here for a second. And, you know, I know there's a lot of hype and a lot of buzz. And, you know, we've seen kind of mixed reviews with a lot of freshmen breaking into the league over the last few years, right? I mean, you look at some of these guys with the hype trying to make that jump, and they're kind of underwhelming debuts. Some set the league on fire. Look, I really think they've got a chance to see and have something special with this kid. I've really liked where his game's at. But I would also say this, let's not panic if he gets off to a slow start, right? It's his first year in the greatest league on the planet in the sport of hockey, right? So let's just maybe temper our expectations. If he doesn't have 50 goals in the first 20 games, let's not write him off as a bust. But I am very confident that they have got a special player in this young man. He's a forward. I think he is born to score goals, and he will find a way to light the net very quickly in this league. A lot of people jumping in on the text line here, weighing in with their thoughts. I am so intrigued to see how things play out for this young rookie with his first game in the NHL and just how he responds, right? You know he's messaged everybody, every single contact that he's got in his phone book. He has probably texted or called and ready to roll. Now you see how he rolls in this sort of situation, right? A lot of anticipation. Think about anybody's first job, your first day on the job, right? Man, I think even when I was flipping burgers as a kid, my first day going in with the uniform, I had the butterflies. That's flipping burgers. I mean, this kid's going on the ice in front of 20,000 people. How's he going to roll with that? Can't wait to see how it all plays out. We'll check in on the phone lines as well. I think a lot of... Well, busy night in the National Hockey League. Let's see what happened elsewhere on the ice. The Blackhawks were looking to steal 2 points against the Avalanche. Chicago powers their way through late to come away with the win. The Canadiens were looking to steal 2 against the Maple Leafs. Montreal took the W in a close one. The Blue Shirts took to the road to match up with the Capitals. Washington partied it up with an offensive display en route to the win. Don't even think about touching that dial or touching that button. We've got plenty more on the ice, and that's next. There has been so much talk about this young rookie, Ray. What's going through his mind here before he does it for real on the ice?
Well, by the time he gets to the point where he's about ready to step on the ice for the game, he's burned some energy already, James, in warm-up, but he's had time to think. So, you know, he's nervous, he's excited, he's anticipating his big moment, but this is a blur. He's not going to remember any of it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski along with Ray Ferraro. A little East Coast cooking on the menu tonight as two teams clash here inside the Atlantic Division. Really looking forward to this one tonight. The Canadians take possession here in the open ice. Picking up some steam at center ice.
As a first-year player, you dream about your first goal. He doesn't have it yet, but he's got the puck in the offensive zone here.
Oh, what a stop! Picked up along the wall by Reinhart. Unloads a shot! Puck picked up by Reinhart. The Sabres have it against the wall. Angles it over to Miller. Now a quick pass to Dahlin. Up to the challenge as he gets his pad on it. Krejci's got it along the boards. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Oh, huge open ice hit. Lugs the puck into the offensive zone corner. And now he angles it across to Dahlin. Great reach with the poke check. Goes right to the crease. Taken by Petrie. He carries the puck up along the wing. Saucer pass. And there's the save. Moves it quickly over to Olofsson. There's another for the hit parade. A chance from the slot. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Allen. Feeds it to Krejci. Here's a shot. Too much congestion in front. And it's kicked away. Picked up along the boards by Miller. And now it's over to Thorpe. Lets it go. And that banks off a stick. Buffalo's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Moves the puck. Takes a shot. Oh, and it stays out with the toe save. Getting into the later stages of this period. Still no score in this one. And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. Montreal's got it in the offensive zone. Too many bodies in the way. Here he comes, in on the breakaway. And it falls apart.
Yeah, I'm not sure that breakaway was the way he planned it. I mean, you get into the clear and you're excited. You got an idea of what to do, but that wasn't it.
Please remember to be alerted all times in our seating area, even with enhanced safety measures. There are moments.
Welcome back, everyone. He's Ray. I'm James. Second period set to go. The Canadians will play it from the defensive zone. Across the line from center. Intercepted the pass. Steps inside the line. Takes the feed. Glove saved by Allen. Puck is frozen and we'll get a face-off.
The rookie's been a big part of this dominating portion of the game. They've been all over the opposition, and the coach is reminding them, don't take a step back. Keep pushing the pace.
They've been like a pack of Wolverines out there on the ice to this point. We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. Still scoreless in this one. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. And that goes off a player in front. Into the offensive zone. Lets it go. Glove save. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Centers get set as they're ready to drop the puck again. Buffalo's got it in the defensive zone. Puck scooped up by Miller. Moves it to Thorpe. To the front. Wow, what a hit. Ray, you're at ice level. What do you see on that?
It's not so much... there's going to be a penalty on this play here, James.
And the goaltender gets to the bench for the extra attacker. Here's a shot. Play blown dead. Let's get the call.
Oh, he was mad at himself right away. You can see the frustration. He knows that's an interference penalty all day long.
The Canadians get their man advantage unit out there for the first time tonight.
Just because the power play hasn't had a success run here, you can't focus in on that. You can't try to do too much. Move the puck the way that you practice. Get people to the front of the net. It's really a simple equation.
Now he takes it over the line. Quick pass to Drouin. Nice defensive robbery with the stick. Gives them nothing in front. Taken along the wall by Dahlin. Gaining momentum up along the side. Great defensive effort with the stick. Here's a short pass to Kotkaniemi. Nice pass. Gets in front of it. Tokarski's going to smother it to get a whistle.
Can get dangerous if nobody's in control of the puck.
Here in the later stages of this period, we're still scoreless. Montreal's won the draw. Scooped up along the wall by Sherratt.
Oh, the puck doesn't get there. It's so crowded in front of the goaltender.
Tokarski's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off. Officials getting ready to drop the puck to get play back underway. The Canadians win the face-off. Comes up with the stop. Buffalo's got a hold of it along the wall. Moves with the puck in the corner. And a quick little stick lift and comes up with a turnover. And some nice footwork to free the puck up to his teammate. Penalty coming up as the play's blown dead.
I slammed his stick on the ice there in frustration as he heads back to the penalty box for the second time this period.
Montreal's got another opportunity here on the man advantage.
2 minutes for obstruction, holding. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 53 seconds.
Buffalo's got control of it now from their own end. And there's the horn, bringing the second period to an end. All right, they say 3 is the magic number. Period number 3 is coming up next.
Hey fans, great tickets are still available to our next home game. Please visit the box office and get them while they last.
Welcome back, everyone. Both teams lined up at center ice, and we are ready to get this third period underway. Slides it up to Skinner. And it's a quick pass to Thorpe. Cutting to the slot. And now it's grabbed by Krejci. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Oh, and that's got the crowd buzzing after that stop. Quick feed to Skinner. The Sabres will play it in their own end. Slides the puck across to Thorpe. Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession. Hoffman's been tripped up, and we got a penalty coming up here. Referee Shilevek's hand is in the air. We've got a penalty coming up. Let's see what the official makes for the final decision.
While he's working his way through the rule book tonight, I mean, there's another penalty that he heads towards the bench.
Montreal's power play unit puts their hard hats on as they go back to work.
I guess they can look at their power play, James, and say we have had some success tonight. But really, for the most part, it's looked like 5 strangers out on the ice together.
Montreal's looking to break out. Slides the puck ahead to Hoffman. Settles things down and gets control of it once again. And he was slowed up. Hooking looks to be the call as the official's arm goes up in the air. Look out, they can create some trouble here. Extra attackers on the ice with the delayed penalty looming. Time for the official to pass down his sentence.
Well, nobody's throwing a hat on the ice, but it is a hat trick of penalties this period for them.
And the man advantage unit goes right back to work.
I don't think their coach is either encouraged or discouraged by this power play. See if they can tip things a little more positively.
Less than a minute to go now here in regulation. And that's all she wrote on this one as we are in the books. Ray, when you look at the initial score of this one, it'll look like a decisive victory, but this really wasn't the case until the end.
Now, once they give up the empty net goal, it becomes a 2-goal spread. This thing is over. Man, I hated being on the ice for empty net goals against. They stink for your plus-minus.
Well, this one's in the books. A fun one tonight for Ray Ferraro. My name is James Cybulski. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Good night. Razor, I want to bring it back to a moment in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, because, I mean, you got a much better view than I have. Did I see the coach smiling over something the youngster did?
Oh, yeah, you did. And what's kind of funny about that is usually you have to chisel a smile into that coach. He's so serious behind the bench.
Yeah.
But he gave him a little bit of a challenge, and the kid responded, and you could see there was some satisfaction, and they found the button to push to make this kid a better player tonight.
I think we should be making a big deal about the kid not having a banner night, this magical romantic night in his debut game in the National Hockey League. Yes, I get it. Doesn't pick up a point. But guess what? There's lots of other great players in the history of the game that didn't pick up a point in their first NHL game. So give it some time. This is a long-term build. This is a long-term plan with this player. Let's give him some time. Let's not make or break his career after just one game. Okay? Can we get on the same page on that? All right? Let's go to line 5. We've got Jerry. Jerry, how are you? I told you so. Right? Right? Let's go to the phones. John's in High River. How are you?
I'm just heated. I tell you, this kid is looking like a bust. I've been watching him, and I know it's early, but I just can't keep watching this stuff. He's not getting back in his own end. He's not doing little things. He's not ready for this level of hockey.
Okay, first off, you cannot call somebody a bust at this point of the year, right?
Look at the penalties. I mean, tons of them tonight.
Yeah, it's a problem, and you know what? He's got to clean that up because that wasn't pretty. I will see. Time to take a look at what happened around the league as we check in on some of the scores. The Hawks were on the road to take on the Devils. New Jersey played maybe one of their strongest games of the year at both ends of the ice and get the win. The Wild played a game against the Ducks. Minnesota triumphed easily in this one. The Canucks were looking to grab points on the road against the Flyers. Philadelphia played a sound defensive game and pick up the regulation win. The story on the ice continues in a moment. All right, lots of wild happenings on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores of what went down. The Blackhawks were in tough with the Devils. New Jersey technically was as good as it gets defensively in this one, and they get the win. The Wild played on the road against the Ducks. Minnesota plastered the opposition with a big-time night offensively. The Canucks were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Flyers. Philadelphia takes this one with a strong effort at both ends of the ice. We got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more coming up on the other side. Stay with us. I want to bring it back to him for a second here because, look, it has been a little too long that we're having this conversation about a pointless streak. At some point, you got to contribute. And I know they've tried different things. I know he's been working on it in practice, but he is clearly snake-bitten out there. And I don't know what the answer is. You just simply got to ride it out, but it hurts the team. I mean, they look to him to contribute, and this is just not happening right now. That's got to be insanely frustrating, not just for him, but for his teammates, his coaching staff. I mean, they see it. They're seeing it right now. We're all seeing it from the stands and from the broadcast booth, for that matter. And that's one of the things that when you look at this team as a whole, confidence standpoint with this young man who has now gone 5+ games without a goal or a point for that matter, you know he's feeling it mentally, and this is where he's going to need something greasy, right? He's going to need a puck to go off his keister, off his bucket, off his glove, whatever. He's going to need a little bit of puck luck here at some point, because there's no doubt when you go this sort of amount of time and you haven't generated, that's where it gets a little nerve-wracking. All right, time for a quick break. We've got a lot more on the other side. Oh, back to this goalless, pointless streak that's been going on for what feels like, I don't know, like the month that just won't end. Here's the reality. He needs to play better. That was a flat performance. His confidence is shot right now. That's evident. But you know what? You don't have to play like that. You know, you can be a little more tenacious on the puck. Be harder on it. But he just looked like a total passenger. He looked disinterested. That's unnerving. If I'm a coach on this team right now, the way he looked disinterested out there is very concerning. Now, you look across on the other side, look at the performance. You know, I'll bring it back to the conversation about the rookie, because I've seen a lot of people talking about him and his struggles on social media. It is not... Later in the show, we'll catch up with former NHLer Alan McCauley. We'll get his thoughts on the game. Meantime, hey, look, they are struggling here locally, trying to shake that 5-game losing streak, and they will take any way possible. The coaching staff pulling aside the rookie and having a long conversation, I was told, to where, hey, look, where can you be better? Where can this team be better? And where can you help this team end this slide? And they obviously believe in the rookie. They see a lot of confidence in him. And now they're going to give that opportunity to see if he can step up and try to help lead this team to victory. All right, time for a quick break. We were coming back.
I've been going back to that place again. Makes me feel good again. Finger on the trigger of a with a broken pin.
We continue our conversation here with Ray Ferraro on the show. The Calder. A lot of people asking, is the rookie here in the conversation? I feel like I know what your answer is.
Who's asking that? I mean, he's not in the conversation. I mean,
Yeah.
look around the league at the way some of these other rookies have played, and man, he's just dipped his toe in the water. It looks a little bit too fast for him, but it's the first month of the season, James. There's a long time to go.
Yeah, I mean, limited ice time as well. It just has not shone brightly compared to some of the others out there as well. I would totally agree with that. Hey, also wanted to check in about a couple of other things around. Hey, no shortage of action and drama on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at what happened elsewhere. The Golden Knights faced off with the Red Wings. Detroit puts in a full 60-minute effort to pull this one out. The Blues were hoping to play spoiler against the Ducks. Anaheim talks a big game going into this one, and they back it up with a shutout effort. Meantime, close to home here, I know a lot of you are ready to, they're ready to fire everybody, you're ready to trade everybody, you're ready to just blow up the organization with this 10-game losing streak. I haven't seen something like this in a long time. And to me, one thing that really stood out was the coaching staff pulled aside their freshmen, and they had a long conversation looking at ways to challenge him to see if he can help respond in a positive light to turn this around and finally stop the hemorrhaging, which has been losing for these last few weeks. It has been an ugly run here, but I'll tell you what, this is a telling sign that the coaching staff and the organization believes in the kid if they're looking to him and talking to him about finding ways to turn things around. Okay, still to come here on the show, we've got tickets up. And I'll be very curious to see how the youngster goes into his sort of baptism of fire with this rivalry. I mean, you think of the history between these two teams. No love lost between either side. The fans always get amped up for this one. This is going to be a different adjustment for the intensity as to what this youngster's going to be used to from some of the other games that he has played to this point. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really curious to see how he responds to the challenge here. Now, some of the other key matchups as we look ahead. And a reminder, later on this hour, we'll catch up with former NHL defenseman Brian Berard. We'll get his thoughts on where things are at in the game these days. Meantime, what can you say? The skid continues, the losing, the slipping, the sliding, all of it. And, you know, one of the things that I was kind of paying attention for during the broadcast was to see how the youngster was going to respond. Challenged by the coaching staff coming into this one to be a solution to this problem with losing. And you know what? I didn't really find the youngster all that noticeable out there. Hey, look, there were a lot of guys that were MIA on this one, so I'm not blaming it entirely on the rookie, but I expected a little more based on the coaching staff's challenge prior to this one. Meantime, taking your calls here, and the phone lines are open now. You know what, and that's a great point, and thank you very much for the call there, Jackson. And, you know, when you look at some of the players out there and the young players in the league that are making people take notice, I think you have to look at him and what he has done so far in his early steps in the National Hockey League. You know, up front, he's finding a way to the net. He's finding a way to engage. You know, he's also showing a two-way game, and for young players, you don't see that often. That usually takes a lot longer, and I've been really impressed from what I've seen from this young man in his early steps in his career in the National Hockey League. All right, back to the phones we go. We've got Dylan on line 5. Hey, Dylan. You know, and I want to say this. I want to go back to the whole notion and the conversation about the sophomore slump, because from what I've seen so far in his second year, that does not exist. Does not exist so far from this young forward, right? I mean, he shows up and he competes, and the consistency in his game. Look, it's a long season, I get it, and a lot can happen between now and the finish line. But to me right now, the idea of a sophomore slump, yeah, preposterous. How does that sound, all right? Is that convincing enough for you? Preposterous. I just love that word. But anyway, no sophomore slump here, okay? Let's move on. Back to the phones we go. Levi, how are you?
Check every corner until I know where you are. I still look over my shoulder until you show who you are. I keep my windows tinted, make sure they all rolled up. Hope it's the wind, I'm tripping, I just don't know what show off, but I stay around. Couldn't be more obvious, I know you wrong. Triple check in every corner, like getting older. Baby, did you just tap my shoulder? Guess you're not so good at hiding it now. Cause I know you there. I would pretend you know why you can't show up right out of thin air. It's something new to do with love. Cause I know you there. I would pretend you know why you can't show up right out of thin air. It's something new to do.
All right, let's get all you poolies and all you hockey fans caught up on all the action.